Don Frye is enjoying his cookies and what kind of cookie are you enjoying right now, Don?
It's raw beef.
Oh. Kind of looks like chocolate chip cookies.
No, it's raw beef. It's raw beef.
Raw beef and
Turkey.
buffalo chips in there, I think. Okay,
and rock.
Sure. And rock.
Yeah, rock.
And
Granite raw beef.
And you're drinking.
I'm drinking nails.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so.
You're the
Okay, yeah, the nails.
Are,
all right. Okay, so, well, with that said, I do want to kind of present you with something right now. I want you to try this. This is this product is known as ASEA.
ASEA.
Okay, ASEA, ASEA, Redox. Something I've been only involved in for, I'll just say a little over, I'll say maybe a month and change, a couple weeks. The way I could probably explain it is that your body is supposed to be capable of healing itself.
Right.
And this is what's known as kind of a cell-to-cell communicator. I mean, there's probably some people that are probably with watching this that they'll explain a whole lot better than but I'm giving it to the common man type of language. The best I can summarize.
I'm Jim Severn. I tell you, that's the way it is. Yes, sir.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, but the whole theory is
beast.
Your body's supposed to be able to heal itself, but when it starts hitting at 30 years and above, it supposedly you start
That'll
losing.
be next year.
You start next year that you'll be hitting above 30 or 30 above. Well, you really have
Mature, nice.
Yeah, you have that. Must be the mustache that has done that for you. So you lose basically 1% per year, so that when you start hitting about 60 years of age, you've lost about half of your healing capability. So you start having problems with life. Now, again, is that exactly factors or not? I don't know. I mean, I like to believe in people when they present me with something, but it's kind of but it's something that you have to kind of experiment, because do all medications work on everybody equally? No, they don't. Everyone is a little bit differently as to what works for them and what doesn't. It's kind of like diets and everything else. What works for one person isn't going to work for the other person. So this is something that I like to present you with a bottle of this ASEA to try. And I'll give you like the little chart that tells you, how much that you should be consuming a couple times a day. To simply use you as a guinea pig.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Severn. So touching.
I'm okay. Again, because you know how attached I am to money, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the fact that
It's frightening.
I've given you something right here that took money out of my pocket.
No way. No. Now you went too far. I was buying it until then.
Honestly, Don, I mean, from the bottom of my...
You ran somebody over.
Where's my heart at? Is that
You
the
ran
left side or
somebody
right
over
side?
on the road and you took it.
And I just Googled it real quick to find out what it was.
Yeah.
You're on to me. But nevertheless, we shall review in a couple weeks here to see, is it doing anything for you? Because we simply know that if we ask Don Frye for an honest answer,
You will get it.
it will
every
be
time.
a brutally honest answer
Yes,
out of
it
it. So, those that are out there watching, you may want to tune in, especially those that are used to. Oh, see, I was getting so ready to sit over here. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
It
you're
was
stealing it.
so easy
So-
for me to
so far.
Kind of going. It's kind of release.
Get him, Quinn. Get him.
Yeah, Queen is only loyal to who's ever holding the goodie in
Yes.
their hand. she knows how her loyalty is.
Well, thank you, Mr. Severn.
Now, like I said, we'll tune back in to see if you've grown another mustache across your forehead,
Well, it
or what
says
exactly.
serving size 4 ounces, serving sports container 8.
Well, there's
this-
different types of containers with it. But there's a whole website onto it, and I've done a lot of research with it in the limited time that I've known about this company. Because, being the aging athlete or being the aging senior citizen, whatever category you want to be throw me into or throw me under,
I think you're a child.
Okay, but it's you know, everyone is looking for the fountain of youth nowadays.
Yes.
And so it's kind of like, you know, are all products created equally? No. So it's kind of like going, I've tried this, and I've had some success there with it for what it's doing for me, and I just want to simply give it to you. I'll give you the little chart there, just simply to look at and to see if it does anything for you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, partner.
You know, we'll tune back in at that. So, going from there, now let's get back to, we're on to Tank Abbott. And we're talking about me and my encounter with Tank. You know, I mean, the last aspect, I think, was that Tony was asking me a question. You know, I kept him right where I wanted to. I kept him because I was a grappler. I was going to play the fisticuffs. I grappled him, took him down. But see, what a lot of people don't realize, I told my corner guys to yell out to me when it got down to the final 2 minutes. Because what a lot of people don't realize, I always tell people I was a professional wrestler first. So there's part of it putting on that showmanship. So when they yelled out that 2 minute mark, that's when, if you ever go back to watch it, I allowed Tank Abbott to get up to his feet. I keep it jammed up against the cage wall, and I threw a number of these into the sciatic nerve, so that his legs would be like jello. And when they finally yelled out 1 minute, that's when I was trying to grab him around the waist, and I was trying to yank him from that cage wall, because I wanted to do a belly to back suplex on him, a suplex. Would it have hurt him? No, he would have probably been bounced twice, got him swinging away, mad as a hornet. But at the same token, what would that crowd have done had I pulled that off in a 20-minute match?
Exactly. For you, yeah.
Again, it was for that part of that entertainment value of, you know, being a professional wrestler and understanding there is a psychology.
Well, it's like Ali. Ali would steal the last 30 seconds, 1 minute, 30 seconds per round. Yeah.
So I was kind of taking a playbook out of other people's old playbooks, because it's as old of a adage that
as old as your playbook is.
Yeah. Well, again, it's around us. It's a possibility that is there. So again, that's my encounter, and like I said, it all went well to me. I did take a couple shots during the course of that. I mean, I took a full knee to the head. I took a reverse elbow to the head. I took a reverse headbutt to the head. But if you some guy, if he goes back, he goes, if you recount how many of those 12 to 6 elbow shots I threw down onto him, I threw a lot of elbow shots, and I threw a lot of open palm strikes in the process. So
what event was this?
That was actually at the ultimate. So
I was there.
Yeah, you were there. Actually, I think you were in my corner.
Yeah, I was there. Yeah. You had one of those Stars and Stripes outfits.
Yeah. Okay.
You only charged me half price for that. That was very nice of you.
Did you? But that's for a deposit, though. Did you ever get those outfits back? It's like a tuxedo rental. Like a tuxedo rental. Come on now. But okay, that's another aspect about professional wrestling I brought into, because I wanted the whole team to look like a team. Right. But then you guys also had a couple T-shirts dotted up that you swung around and threw out the crowd as well. Again, but again, had anyone ever else done that at that point? It was, again, play into the crowd. But again, as I told everybody else, because you guys were going to be the show, I had to keep my mindset, because I had to take care of 3 men in one night. So you guys were going to be the show,
and that, giving those T-shirts away would have thrown off your game too. If you
$5 there,
that would have disrupted you.
It's maybe a little, So I had to limit how many T-shirts.
Absolutely.
I take this kind of a financial hit through all this.
It motivated you to win. The bonus.
Yeah. Give me all those T-shirts back here too. Yeah.
You had a string on them.
That's the classic right there. Have a little, throw it out there with like a fishing line, and wheel it right back in. Now there it goes. There's my first encounter. So let's turn it back over to you, so I can sit over here in the peanut gallery and jab away at it.
Oh, am I part of the show now?
Yeah, you're part of the show now. I'm gonna eat myself a cookie over here, or two, or maybe
that'd be $3.
So go ahead, Mr. Frye. You fought Tank Abbott at
I fought Tank Abbott in the finals of Ultimate 2, yes.
Well, actually, lead us up to it. Who were a couple of your prelim matches? Because again, people, when they hear about that, they think you only fought one match.
Right.
No, you're an 8-man tournament.
That was my third fight that night. Yeah.
Yep.
Because it was an 8-man tournament. It's the last of the 8-man tournaments in the UFC. And
how much time do you think you fought between the two previous matches? Because you had two different people, two different men that you fought.
mhm.
How much time do you think you spent with those two men? Because I know, like, my Tank Abbott match went 20 minutes, and then the early first match went like only a couple minutes.
Yeah. Well, I fought Gary Goodridge, and it went almost the 12-minute distance. I think it went 11 and a half minutes. But like I said, I had my buddy Dave Norch. He went with me. Dave was a fireman paramedic with Frye Fire Department. No relation to me, but it's Frye, F-R-Y, and fire district down there in Sierra Vista, or outside Sierra Vista and inside. And so Dave was a fireman paramedic, and Dave brought, let's see, 6 or 7 bags of IV fluid with him. And after the fighting Gary Goodridge, he stuck an IV in me and infused, I believe, 3 bottles of water.
Wow.
You know? Yeah.
I mean, did you know of any other camps that were doing anything remotely close to something like that?
No, because I had been a fireman for several years. Probably 5 or 6, 7 years at that time. I don't even know anymore. And I knew how important it was. Especially after UFC 10, where Coleman, cleaned my clock. I knew how important it was, to get the fluids back into your system. And so
people don't realize how hot it is underneath those lights.
Oh my God!
Because those lights,
incredible.
they're close. Because they don't want any kind of shadows. I mean, it is really warm underneath those lights because you are sweating, but I don't think people realize how bad you're sweating.
Yeah, even though it was December, it's still 130 degrees at 100% humidity there in Alabama.
Yeah.
You were up there in Denver. You just had mile high, I had the humidity and the heat.
Okay, so that's what you did in between your rounds, and then
Yeah.
so you did the fight.
And after the Goodridge fight, we started an IV, and I believe, like I said, put 3 bags of fluid in me, and then boom, I was like a brand new baby.
Wow.
I felt like $1 million, and I was just like, it just got out of bed.
See, I'm just out here this for the first time ever. I didn't even know that at that point in time. Yeah.
Oh well, shit.
I'm being educated here right now as well.
I cheated. Well, actually, not cheated because there are no rules. There were no rules.
To me, that was being smart.
Yeah.
There was nothing against putting
It's
fluid.
just fucking water.
Yeah.
That's all it was, water.
Yeah, IV. Yeah, you bet. I think that's very smart because people do get dehydrated quickly underneath that. That they try to dump in.
You only drink it so fast.
Right. It's not going into actually your body system the way that you'd put through like an IV.
Right.
Wow.
It just sits in your belly, and it takes a while for it to absorb, and then you just get bloated up, and just waiting to regurgitate it, and use the IV system. It goes in right away, directly and immediately, and so then I went out there fought Mark Hall in the second round, and I'd already beat him twice, and so we had We had the game plan out, already mapped out because we knew what this idiot was going to do. So, boom, he stuck his legs up. I just separated him, went in for a quick and easy calf lock,
Okay.
I mean, it's not a permanent injury. It's more pain than injury anyways.
Sure.
But it hurts like a Dickens, boy, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
And so I secured that on. And like I said, what's his name? Tank Abbott. He had fought. He had the easiest route. He had fought Cal Worsham first round, and God bless Cal. Tougher than nails. But he had almost died 6 months earlier. In UFC 9 in May at Detroit. He had broke a rib and a rib punctured a lung.
Really? And
Yeah.
Cal was back fighting?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's how.
Again, I did not know that.
Oh yeah, like tougher than shit, but dumb. And
There is a fine line sometimes between toughness and...
yeah. What's funny is when Art Davies called me up, inviting me into the tournament. I asked him, I asked who the other people were, and he gave me the rundown, and I said, well, who's getting Cal Worsham? And he says, well, he says, everybody asked me that. He says, am I making a mistake by inviting him? And I said, no, Cal's a very tough fighter, he says, and he said, well, am I doing something wrong? I said, no, it's just the injury he had,
Well, I mean, Bub wasn't really aware of that, though.
Oh, yeah, because Cal spent several days in ICU there in Detroit.
Okay.
Because, I talked to Cal on the phone, and, he told me that, when he was getting out of the ICU, that Amari Batesh was still in ICU. The guy I had fought at UFC 9. And Batesh, that guy is so damn tough. He had tubes sticking out of his head from where they had drilled holes to release the brain pressure.
Okay. But you need to tell him, why did he have that brain pressure? He was in you stuffed him on like a leg attack.
Yeah.
And so, here he is trying to take down a wrestler who knows how to do wrestling defense.
Yeah, a good whizzer, a real good whizzer, and I whizzered him onto his back, and I smacked him with elbows. Very good elbows. Boom. Not like you, where you were going straight down. I was popping him like this, and then I was also punching him, hitting the hammer fist and the elbow attack. And then also when he was trying to take me down, I got him on some knees, and then to close it off there at the end, he was trying to take me down again, and I climbed up on the cage, with my feet. I had sprawled, stuffed him and sprawled. I walked up the cage and did like an old move on Ric Flair there, had my legs up, wham, bringing down dropping the knees right on his head, and you could see his whole spine just vibrate all the way down. I mean, if there's anybody who should have a worse back than me, it should be him. I mean, it's just
I don't think
just
we've
brutal.
heard from him since that time now, have we?
No.
I've never heard of his name showing up at any other MMA events, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That might have been a one and done at the hands of the Predator.
Yeah. Well, God bless him. He's tough. Man,
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
No, you got to admit that. A lot of the Brazilians are very tough.
Oh yeah. Unbelievable.
So did they actually stop that match, or did they?
Yeah, they
okay.
stopped that match. Yeah, because I guess one of the producers
If again, just if some of our viewers are hearing this snoring, this is Don's dog over the side here, Quinn. Miss Quinn is over here. Yes, this is her story.
Giving her
over there.
opinion on my story.
Yeah, it's.
I thought it was a good story, Quinn. I'm sorry.